Alright, it is blueprints time. No VSync. Those are some pretty bare bones options, but okay. Volume slider, we started at 70. Let's put it at 60. New game! Dogu Bomb presents in association with Raw Fury. I hate it. A game by Tom the Rock. Oh my god. Get to it already, please. I hate it when intro stuff is like, so-and-so presents, and it's like, okay, they present what? And then it's like, in association with, like, ugh.
Publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Oh, I can't wait to have the house that you own in Mount Holly.
Is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor.
Is this a tax write-off for you? You just report that you have 45 rooms, but there's actually 46.
Uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Fuck you, grandson. Fucking dumb shit, idiot. You don't get it.
Set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Hey, Todd. Welcome out to the stream. Good to see ya. Yeah, my sister really wanted me to play this game. She's been going through it and keeping excessive notes about it, which I should probably open up a notepad here. There we go. Now I have the roguelike puzzle game. Yeah, that's pretty much how I've heard it described, with its RNG elements. Hang on. Still not quite there. That's better. Ugh, my head bed's so stuffed with fluff. Plushy time. How could you do this to me? Open only in the event of my death. Well, time to open it. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. I wrote a roguelite into my will, and I am forcing my grandson to adhere to the rules of an established game pattern. Oh, I'm so clever. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Sounds like a Black Mold issue. Granddad went a little woohoo at the end. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Very wise words. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. Hey, blueprints! The Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Yay! So when the Black Mold claims us, this will help us keep our bearings. Well, time to call it a day. Call it a day? Tomorrow you will wait to find the rooms of the estate, as well as your current inventory will have been reset. Yep. Call it a day. We're done. We read Granddad's letter. That's all I have the energy to do for that day. I don't have the energy to do any other shit. Total rooms, tomb. Now Holly abandoned project. Exit. Save and continue. Space and time. Trevor's new form stops. What's wrong? I'm supposed to play this my way. Look, we're already on day 2. I'm speedrunning this game. See, this is why you couldn't solve some of the puzzles. You weren't where my mind is. You weren't in the mood to speedrun it. You ever look over the balcony at this lush mansion and this beautiful scenery and think, man, what if I just killed myself right now? That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I think that too. It does look like there's something down there that I'd be able to get to. Wow, man, when they board something up, they really fucking board that shit up. Oh, directory. Look, the entrance hall. Past the steps, beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. It's like we're playing Haunting at House on the Hill. From its root meaning, the room before, all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. There are shops. Okay, just making sure my mic is on. Dark and scary. It's probably not going to let me go anywhere until I explore more of the house, because I either cannot access it or I don't know how to access it. Could be either or. The gate is open. Bird! That bird didn't let me squeeze it. Where's my player choice? Uh-oh, Radon couldn't play this game. I see birch trees. He's highly allergic to birch trees. Radon, stay away from the blueprints. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great-uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu tab to return to the campsite for the night. Okay, so I do have a question. When it talks about the estate, an estate is not just the house. An estate is the house and the grounds that are owned, correct? I don't feel like I'm that far away from the house that I don't own parts of this, especially when you have, like, bunker doors built into the rocks and stuff. Maybe that is not part of it, but I don't know. Seems very odd to me. I would imagine the estate to be much bigger. Okay, so it's everything someone owns. Well, see, that's what's so weird to me, because look, you have a gate right here, and a fence, which would imply that he still owns the property here, but we're camping pretty damn close. Look, there's even like a water fountain. I don't know. It just seems like that's still part of the estate to me. That feels like a loophole. Well, the wording in the description was estate, specifically. I think house would have been better. Searching the estate can be exhausting. I know, I've already went to bed one night. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one footstep. Oh god, not a footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. I'm losing all my feet steps. Select the room to draft. I've always wanted my bedroom to be right at the entrance of the house, so everyone could walk in and immediately access it. The trunk is locked. I regret making the bedroom. What is this shit? Why is the master hand in our bedroom and pointing down? Who is he crushing under his almighty God finger? Greetings from Reddington. I can't flip it over or anything. Yep, that sure is a picture. Let's see. I don't know what I am and am not supposed to take notes about yet, so I'm just kind of writing down generalities at the moment. Okay. The closet. I kind of like how you build it as you go. It's actually structured pretty neat. Ivory dye. While drafting, you may use dye to roll in your floor plan. Okay. The spare room. No, the parlor. The corridor. This parlor is only rank 1. What a lame parlor. The wind-up key. Time to turn myself into a clockwork mouse. May the 2nd. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game, when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. Alright, let me write this down. Maybe I should write the rank of the rooms too, so it's like rank 1. I don't know how important that's going to be. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Okay? There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. And finally, only one box has a prize inside. The other two are always empty. Oh, I just realized I'm hitting the numpad for stuff. It's probably... Oh yeah, it's flipping me to my Moogle, sorry. I'll have to hit another button for taking notes then, so that I don't override what people select me as. That's my bad. Hang on. I was the plushie, yeah. So, which one is that? There it is. Okay. Well, I got those notes written down. Ah, here's the box game. Perfect. Okay. One is true, one is false, one has a prize. There are 3 boxes in this room. Well, for those 3, yeah. Is there another box? I don't see another box, so... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that is a true statement. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. 2 boxes in this room are empty. So this has to be true, so it's one of these 2. It's gotta be this, right? I was wrong! No! I didn't see another box. So, this would have to be the truth box if there's only 3 boxes in this room, because I didn't see another one. Like, I did look around, I didn't see anything, I could have missed something. So then I have 2 boxes in this room are empty, which is part of the stipulation, like that also has to be a true statement. And then this box is one of the 2 empty boxes, which seems like a lie. But I apparently logicked it wrong. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Interesting, okay. Oh, nice. Really cool. The black box is a lie, meaning it's the one that contains the gems. I need to look at this and I need to process it in my head. Oh, okay. So I did actually peg the lie correctly, but the statements got to me. Okay. I see now. Thank you. Guest bedroom. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord of Anson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. That person, KL. Let's see. Yes. Bedroom, rank 1. Note from KL talking about loving the billiard room and not seeing it in a while. Okay. I wonder how significant the things on the wall are. Like, guest bedroom. We've got a ship steering wheel, anchor, picture of a buck, and deer, buck, and picture of a dog tag with the number 10 on it. Tiny ship or tiny sailboat model on dresser between the beds. Yeah, I'm not sure how, like, relevant all of that information is, but I'm writing it down just in case. Like, hallway here. Picture of tree and paper. Open paper clip. Or that's not a paper clip, that's a hairpin. Oh god, not the spare room. You know, I could live in here. I've always kind of liked the aesthetic of something being slightly unfinished. It gives that place a feel of like, oh, this is somewhere that you can be, but you're not really supposed to be at the same time, and it's really neat. Lavatory. I'm gonna be really sad when there's no lava in this bathroom. Damn. Disappointed. Okay, Aubrey, remind me, is that a J for his middle name, or is it another S? I can't turn on the tub. Monogrammed towel on towel rack. Okay, I think I've backed myself into a corner now. I can't really do anything else, explore anything else, so... Okay, Aubrey, here's another question I have for you. I'm really bad about using items I collect, like the dice, because I always want to save them, but... Since I picked it up, should I just use it to, like, redo the floor plan so that I can explore more on the day? Is it gonna hurt me using that? Should I save it? Should I just go ahead and use it? If you don't use them, you lose them. Oh, right, okay. Now I've got to figure out how to use it. Spare room, an unfurnished, unfinished, and otherwise unremarkable empty room. If there had at some point been plans for this spare room, it would seem those designs are now long forgotten. Parlor. This cozy lounge furnished with couches and armchairs serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining the late H.S. Sinclair. And the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. Closet. A very modest recessed space used for storage. This particular closet is favored by the junior members of the staff who utilize it to stash away assorted articles and knickknacks, whose proper place in the estate is yet unknown to them. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number, despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. Bedroom. A familiar room that you may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recuperation during your long days exploring the surrounding rooms. Guest bedroom. A small bedroom maintained and kept available for accommodating weekend guests and impromptu visitors who find themselves compelled to stay the night. Hallway. One of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate and providing elegant causeways between the more noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Red rooms. Uh-oh, here's where the mold is. Lavatory. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests, despite them always probing for its location. Oh, it even tells you which rooms are dead ends. That's neat. Dead end. You use it when drafting rooms. Since you already dead-ended yourself, you have no more doors to open and thus can't use them. Oh, I thought it was like a full reset. Okay, I see. Call it a day. Look at this. Can you believe it? Day 3. Let's start by going left. Storeroom. I got a key. I got a key. I got a key. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Ermin. Welcome out. It does kind of have a Lethal Company style to it a bit, huh? Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Interesting. Gotta make sure I'm not missing anything in the hallway. Or corridor. Wow. Look at that ugly picture. Then... Well, I got the gym. Then what? Then what do I do? Yeah, it's a puzzle game. I'm enjoying it so far. So we've got Den. I don't know what the ranks mean. Like, I don't know if the rooms change depending on whether they're rank 1, 2, or 3. I'm assuming the ranks depend on how far you build it into the house. Like, oh, like the initial rooms are rank 1. Anything connected to those is rank 2. Anything connected to that is rank 3. That is how I'm assuming it works. I don't know, like, if the different ranks mean that it holds different stuff or anything like that. But we'll see. Interesting. Oh, that's shut. It says I may draw new floor plans, but I don't exactly know what it means by that. Like if I need a dice to roll. I would cosplay as a room prop, absolutely. A bat! He's so cute. A horse? Ew. The same horse 3 times? Man, you got problems. It's us. We found security. Oh, I see. So while you're drafting, you press tab. Okay, thank you, Aubrey. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. Cool. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Security level medium, offline mode, locked. Set security level. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting, and 5 or 6 with a high setting. Wouldn't we want a low? Well, then again, maybe it's more that like, okay, so how I'm thinking of it is, if we put it on low, it means we'll encounter those particular rooms less often. But if we want to start encountering those rooms with locked doors, we would need it on medium or high, so it would happen more often. Let's leave it as is for now. Offline mode. This mode determines the default setting if security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. Absolutely unlocked. Confirm. Terminal password. My stupid grandson. Idiot grandchild. Dumb relative. There we go. That's it. Incorrect! Darn. I could have sworn that would have let us in. HSS. No! Turns out you were the dumb one. Terminal password. It's password. Incorrect! I can't believe this. Ass. Ass. It's not letting me have fun. Aubrey, you were the one giving me shit about being a Roomba, and now you turn me into one? What's up with this? Terminal. You gotta clean the rooms as you go. I am. Damn. Get to work, and I'm trying. I can't log into this. Herbert is God. Damn it, I thought we had it with that one. Estate. Okay. I don't know enough about him to be able to guess this, so. Cam tape 2, 3, cam tape 4, 5. Look at that scribbled coffee. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Really? Then, okay, red memo. We've already gotten a red memo. It was doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That was written down on a red piece of paper. computer to change settings and log in. We do not know the password. Notepad that says blue memos equal true and red memos equal false. I'm putting 3 stars by that one. Hey, Fox, welcome out. Thank you. But I do like puzzle games, so... Can't go in there. No, but I want to. Why would you do this to me? Once you have drawn 4 friends, you must select one to draft. Okay, so I'm locked into this. Oh, the pictures are different. Okay, so the pictures aren't the same, but the decorations are kind of the same. Okay. There's nothing else I can do. I'm gonna go check the den again. It says there's a northern exit. I missed this. Apple. Money. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 footsteps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Cannot climb the ladder. Lux Coffee! Man, I haven't played League of Legends in forever. But now we know where Lux gets her coffee from. So, this is gonna dead end me no matter what I select. Since we've done the parlor before, I want to do the nook. Oh, it didn't dead end me. Never mind. The door went in an opposite direction. It's a gift sub! Hey, Orange Onion, thank you so much for the gift sub. I appreciate it. Welcome out, man. We're playing Blueprint today, which is a puzzle game. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal, will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. No, I'm already doing that. Whee! Don't light the candle at both ends as it leads to the life of a hairdresser. So yeah, see, again, red memo, which means it's a lie. Oh, my sister showed me all of the notes that she's taken. Oh god, the chapel. Not the money cost anything but that. Oh god, the door is locked. Use. I gotta die. And a shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. No! God is robbing me blind. Fuck you, God, I hate you. Okay, here's the game again. This is the blue box. That is true. The blue box is true. The blue box is empty. So, this is the blue box. That is undoubtedly true. The blue box is true. Well, it has to be because it is. So this is saying that the blue box is empty, which is a lie, which means it has something in it. Got it. Oh, the billiard room. Nice. A dartboard, but the numbers are really jumbled up here. So what could that mean? Okay. Yeah, like, I could brute force this. I don't know if I want to because I would like to solve it normally, but yeah. We've at least got the first few numbers here. Plus, minus, times, divide. Plus, minus, times, divide. And there's a certain amount of darts here. I don't know if that relates to the puzzle in any way. Alright, we'll come back to that. No hints. I want to figure this out on my own. A hamster! Can we kill it? That is the big question. But seeing as how, like, game designers now don't like to have fun, I'm assuming that we can't turn it into a blood splatter and laugh at it, so... Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Fuck you! Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Your little brother did not take well to reading your journal. Alright, now that the silliness is done, let me look at this and try and take in information I might need. So, what room is this? Bunk room, rank 5. Okay. Younger brother threw away airplane. Maybe there's a trash can with like an airplane in it that we'll be able to find, perhaps. I have psychological problems. What? What are you mad at now? Look, the hamster's running on the wheel. Let's let it out and let it run around so it can get squashed. What do you mean, finish the book? This is it, isn't it? Oh, I see. I thought it was this. It looped back to this page because it started out exactly the same. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way, marked out. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Oh, Simon was a pretty immature little brat, wasn't he? That's funny. Sounds like you and Aubrey. Camp Colonel. I've never really seen a bunk bed laid out like this before. That's pretty neat. Oh. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Dartboard with numbers. Green is addition. Yellow is subtraction. Because 15 minus 7 is 8. 13 minus 11 would be 2. Hey! Pink is... What is pink? Oh, you want me to change back to normal? Maybe 2 times 6? Oh, back to normal, Kupo. So 2 times 6 is 12? Is it multiplication? It is. Pink is multiplication. Hey, Harry MCs, welcome out. So 10 times 3 is 30 minus 4. Well, that can't be right. Ten times 3 is 30 minus 4 is 26. This only goes up to 20, so that can't be right. So this has to be... 10 minus 4 times 3, right? Which would be 18. Yep. The silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Interesting. You stupid hamster, I've always hated you. You took my brother's side. Okay, I'm pretty sure... let me make sure there's not any other openings here. I'm not seeing any other openings, so... I think that we're going to have to call it a day. But before I do that, I did get a shovel. And there could be a room that I need to use the shovel in, like the garden room. But I'm going to go outside and see if there's a spot that I can use it there. I don't know if the puzzles extend beyond the house itself. Maybe they don't. But I want to see. Make a wish? Huh. Interesting. You know, it's kind of interesting that there is no, like, music, and there's barely any ambience in the game. Imagine we had the music from, like, Breath of the Wild in here, and then while you're exploring, you suddenly hear, Link! The blood moon rises once again! The rooms have been reset, Link! You must start over with nothing! Shut up. There's music and ambience at times, but you wish it was more frequent. Yeah. Oh, there's some. I hear it. See, this is something else I could technically brute force if I wanted to. But that does confirm to me that there are things outside of the house. Since there's a padlock code out here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else, so... I mean, no, I don't personally want to, but, you know, with it being 4, it is still easier. That's something that I know Radon has brute forced a few times. Again! We haven't been... So, while I could lay out stuff really efficiently sometimes, I'm also just trying to get rooms that I haven't seen before at the moment, too. Back indicators, keycard entry system, off. Here's my little storeroom. Yeah! Yeah! Oh man, we're having fun now. Oh god! It's giving me something to do. Yeah! Look at it spin! Yeah! Woo! Oh, hey, yeah! That's the most fun I've had. Woo! Trevor's gonna turn into a globe. The Fixed Stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Banneries, Bird & Sons Publishing, 1809. North Star, +1 gold. Ooh. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slide, 3 steps. Interesting. Uh-oh, I'm big and round now. Just FYI, you gotta be right up on some things to interact with them. Oh, okay, thank you. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Oh. Diamondus Minor, 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. The Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, the key. Gives you a key. Diamondus Major, 5 gems. Draxus the Dead. Dead-end rooms are more common today. No! Not Draxus the Dead! The Sale. Everything is 50% off today. Borealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. wait a minute. So, I want you to look at this. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so 6 is missing, then 8, 9 and 10 are missing, and then 13 and 14 are missing, as well as 16, 17, 18, and 19. And I'm pretty sure that the number correlates to the amount of stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes, there's 20. Okay, so this is a lot to write down. Give me a second. We are in the observatory, rank 1. Also, that was just a joke earlier. I am having fun playing this game. Scrat is on time. That's a lot to write down, so this is gonna take me a little bit here. Okay, so 2 is... Three is plus 3 steps. Plus 1 gym. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. I like how some of these, like, it's like apples are extra delicious today, right? It's like, okay, what does that mean? Well, it enhances the effect of the apple, but it's the way that it's like phrased. And then the key, it's just not like the key to success is in your future. It's just like plus 1 key. Okay, now I just need to write down the names of these. Okay. I think my favorite name here is Draxus the Dead. The slice. I like how the slice looks like a cheese wedge. Okay, I got that whole thing written down. Oh my god. Ooh, that was a lot. The fuck is a Stratazon? Well, you have to look up Scrat from Ice Age, and there's one where he has an outer space adventure and he runs into anthropomorphic female versions of himself that are aliens. Well, I say himself, it's his species. But they're bipedal and they're aliens, and those are Stratazons. Hey, Sam! Welcome out. Good to see ya. You'll watch me play as long as you don't have to do any thinking yourself. Trevor doesn't do much thinking either. Excuse you, I solved a puzzle. Hey, Chloe, welcome out. It's good to see ya. I am playing Blueprints today. To try it out. Look at how much fun this room is. Woo! Oh, you can turn it the other way too, okay. I'm not locked into something here. No, we need to raise it higher. Yes. Yes. Yes, I see. Maybe I don't. I thought we had to turn the wheel on the side of the thing. But on the telescope, but we don't. We turn the wheel here. North Star. Gain 1 gold. Okay. But what if we look through it again? Yeah, okay. Nice. Well, we could do a chapel or a kitchen. The chapel will make us lose our money. The kitchen will pretty much end our day. We can't do the kitchen, we need a gym. So, if we don't, we'll have to do the chapel. God, why? Why do you steal from me, God, when I have nothing? Oh, look, the outside. We're so close to escaping. Well, we can get a gem from this. The nursery. Oh. This door is locked. Use the key. Let's get an extra key from the nook. A secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Hell yeah, secret passage! The halls of Holly. The green thumb. The key to the bedroom. Red Rover, Scarlet. Gold sink. I need more red rooms. Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. That's interesting. Maid's chamber. Chloe, I found your chamber. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. That sounds awful. The aquarium is every color of room. Oh God, it's so dark. No, help. Oh my God, what did I select? The archives. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relative of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27, 86. Swimbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so, as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. November 11, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Question. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Continued on page 12. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 17th, Reddington Herald, Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marian Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under, waved down a local. This is the 3rd major last year. It is anticipated, charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to with grand treason. February 22nd, 87. No traces discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Damn! Oh man, even more. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist, September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities say that they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued by the Royal Guard, and disabled the security system. By the time that the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. That's the end. That was a lot to take in. Like, that was a lot of information all of a sudden. Are we gonna find the lost treasures in the antechamber in the 46th room? Archived floor plan? Okay. Well, that dead-ended me here. I guess I didn't understand exactly what that was. But we've already seen this room. Nothing... Oh, it says the billiard room is a mathematical puzzle here. I see. Too bad I can't use that to make myself a clockwork mouse, right? The gems are in the true box. Yeah, no. Oh, well, I guess that's not necessarily true. There is only one box in this room. Okay, so that's definitely a lie. There are 4 boxes in this room, and that's also a lie. Just double checking to make sure. So the gems are in the true box. Oh, they were! Oh, how wonderful. The security room. I could go for some coffee. Oh man, I missed these last time. Okay, so... Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all...
Trevor's
oh
new
no.
form stops on a dime.
Some coffee
These are
popping
some
for
major
Trevor.
raptor ramifications.
Raptor time, roar. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbagey. Terminal password, it's been crossed out. You bitch. I see an S and I see an IND at the end. God, I wish I could read that. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry, which is a lie. Okay, so antechamber locked and access cards needed for entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So, northern doors more likely to be locked. Higher ranks appear as you progress, and security doors are more likely to appear in them. Okay. I'm so mad. One trunk. I missed a trunk somewhere. Man, I don't know what that said. I'm sure I could probably try to make it out, but I don't know. Oh. And I don't have a key. Okay. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Interesting. Order placed. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Ben Aries, 63080. Wait, Dad, from Dad. Hey, buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do us both a favor. Be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing, dirigiblocks. Dirigiblocks. Because it's dirigible, right? But dirigiblocks. Okay, so this is the mailroom. Rank 4. Can pick up package next day. Letter from Dad. Our name is Simon P. Jones. Or, no, it's not. Wait. No, it is, right? That would be us. Ugh. Also, I need... What was that other room? The archives? I didn't write down anything for that, so I need to write down a little bit. Marion Marigold. I remember the pen name. Wrote children's books. Was accused of political undertones in writing. Disappeared in a carriage one day. Robbery of crown reported and clipped out of newspaper. All that black mold making you forget your name, right? Of course I'm Simone. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravain to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Okay. Denny Ravain is former employee. Cinca Company. Royal Mail! Oh my god, it's so dark in here. It's scary. God damn it. I chose the closet. Oh, we've got a key though. So we can go back to security and unlock the way forward. Food for sale. Food for sale! Food for sale! You mean I can't just take the food? Why not? Oh man, Uncle turned the water off. Or Granddad. Ah, there's the food. We just have to eat it out of the bowl. I see. A menu. The main course is... I didn't even read that. Today's main course, stuffed wild quail. Local Mount Holly delicacy. Served atop of, plum... I can't read that. Agradone with roasted potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives, plus 20 footprints, plus an additional 10 feet prints if you have a trophy room in your house. Bacon and egg. Add a 10 feet prints and add morning room to today's draft pool. Plus 15 feet prints and plus 3 feet print. I don't have enough money for any of this, unless this is free. The main course is served only in the dining room. Interesting. Eggy. You think I missed a paper to read in the mailroom? Okay, I'll go back and check. So we read this. Oh. Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the addressed client as provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate 6. Aubrey, you're going to be my blueprints notepad for visual images. There we go. No, it's locked! No! Okay, so it said that we missed a trunk somewhere. And that is still the case. There's one trunk somewhere. Let's see. That was I couldn't remember her real name. Real name is Mary Matthew Jones. Wait, our last name is Jones. So... she could be our mom? But then that would make us the Red Prince, and then this game is called the Blue Prince. Could be our mom's sister or something. But that wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't have, like, the last name. Yeah, scratch that. That's not gonna work. Pass those notes to you when I'm done. The way you say trunk made you think that I said truck. Well, we gotta find it. It is somewhere. See, I don't know. Like, that's just kind of how I'm tackling it, Sam. I'm not sure what information is important or not, so I'm just writing down all of it currently. And as I play the game, I'll figure out kind of what to keep an eye on more so than other things. Noteworthy! Did you know it's noteworthy to take notes? Oh my god! I can't believe this. Locked! You bitch! No, my money! Did you notice that noteworthy note? Oh, there's the trunk in the bedroom, and I don't have a key, I see. What happens if I have no money, and I go through here? Nothing. Ha! Can't rob me blind now! When I have nothing. Okay, now let me look at what I sent to Aubrey. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. Five purple indicators are needed to activate the six. Okay. I did it. I don't know what that did for me, but I did it. Let's go back to the dark room. What? I've used all of my steps and now must call it a day. No! I wanted to go back to the dark room. Oh. Rank reached 7. Steps taken 63. Okay. Final run for now before I stop, because I am planning on streaming later. Cousin wants to play Phasmophobia. Aubrey, are you down for Phasmo? Also, Sam, do you have Phasmophobia? Would you want to play that? Hey, 8K. Welcome out. It's good to see ya. It's going good. It's a fun little puzzle game. I'm, trying to make progress. I think I'm doing okay. I've encountered some lore drops. I've encountered some, different aspects that are kind of piecing together a bigger story. But I haven't got it pieced together yet, and I'm still getting the hang of setting rooms up. For now, I'm trying to discover new rooms more than I'm trying to get the perfect layout. I'm only on day 4. I don't think I'm close at all. Oh, you don't have Phasmophobia? I think it's a lot of fun. I like playing it, especially with Aubrey. It is a horror game, though, so... That's a lie. That's a lie. You have to play it so you can watch the movie? Hey, if you're able to pick it up, yeah. Okay, we made it to the courtyard. Is that a place to... Look at that. I bet that's a place to use the shovel, huh? I mean, I know it's over stone, but it just looks like a spot you could dig. Maybe it's nothing. But that's just what it seems like to me. Well, there's another one. Maybe it is just dirt. Never mind. Oh, we got a hammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Let's go. We're going to the bedroom because I want... There was a trunk in here before. I thought it was something that spawned every time. I was wrong. I have been misled. The mailroom! My package has been delivered. Packing slip, the Cinca Company. Date packed 11/5, Cave Thompson. Items included in this order. A sweeping mask, 2 gems, and 2 keys. A sweeping mask? The first time you enter each bedroom with the sweep mask, gain 5 footsteps. Interesting. Not bad. Help, we're gaining stamina. And I just want to go to sleep. Allie, hey, welcome out to the stream. Good to see ya. Five apples and 5 bananas are the things for me today. I don't think I've done the passageway yet. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this fucking repo-ass passageway. The laundry room!
Twisting and turning through space and time, Trevor's new form stops on a dime.
Lean! Lemur time! Oh my goodness. So, laundry services. We've got a spin cycle, wash and dry, fluff and fold. What would be the purpose of doing these things? What would I get out of that? I would have to get something, but I don't have the money to do it. Washes you into something new. You would do that to me. And I am all there for it. Mount Holly Library Book Request Form. In library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Huh. Okay, that's cool. So I select something here and the next time we pull up the library it'll be here. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Swimbird by Marion Marigold. After everything we learned about her, I kind of want to read that. The Fixed Stars by Richard Witt. History of Oriendia. Caleb Banning. EPCW Pump System User Manual. Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest. I can see these being very influential. Oh, well, look, there it confirms it. Simon P. Jones, that's our name. Okay. Is there any book already here that we can read? Not that I see. Additional reading. The House Directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. I do like that. It's very helpful. I like that the game encourages you to take your own notes, but, you know, it also provides information to help out. I can actually walk up these stairs. I kind of was not expecting that. Mount Holly Records. Temporal records. Total time. Oh, this is how much time I've spent doing it so far. Longest day is 49. How long have I been streaming? Oh my god. The longest day is 49 minutes? Really? Wow. Average day is 30 minutes. Total days 5. Total time 2 hours and 11 minutes. I don't feel like I've been playing it for that long, I'm gonna be honest. Jeez. Yay, stat sheets. Oh, look, we can look out into the garden again here, because we're up against the wall. Mount Holly Scrapbook. November 5th, Reddington Herald. The Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. My favorite floor plans. Bedroom. Can't seem to ever pass this up. To pass it up. Most drafted, 1 bedroom, 1 hallway, 2 hallway, 3 parlor. Most paid for, passageway. Passageway, 2 gems. Security, 2 gems. Observatory, 1 gem. Security, observatory, entrance hall. Interesting. Contraptions I've made. Maybe one day. Got the observatory, most avoided floor plans, coat check, corridor, pantry. Now, okay, so I guess my question with this would be, the other thing was a stat sheet. Is this trying to push me in a direction of, like, rooms I should try to put together? Or is it more like, oh, you have enjoyed these rooms the most? rooms you picked the most. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't, like, missing something special about connecting certain things. Thank you. Look at that wiggly line that they then, like, added some fall-off lines to and then shading to make it look more like a picture of sand dunes. This door is locked. The study, the conference room. Interesting. Safe code 9083. Well, it's a red memo, so that's gotta be a lie. I'm still gonna write it down. Based on rooms you've drafted, but I'd argue that if you haven't explored a room, it's valuable. Okay, so this is the conference room. Now we know red memos are lies and blue memos are the truth. So, red, we'll put safe code, and we'll write it down, but it's a red memo, which means lie. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. That's pretty cool. Effect is that all rooms that cause items to be spread are gathered here. Oh, we got a gym. Very nice. Commissary. Yes, smash it with a hammer! Yeah. What is this? A lockpick will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Nice. There we go. Greenhouse, you are more likely to draw green rooms. haven't been in the nursery yet. Oh, a gem. Oh, The Red Prince. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies, and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Okay. Is there anything I can pick out in here that is of significance? Oh my god, he's reading the book within the book that we're reading. It's Bookception. Oh god, more Bookception. I don't know, with the color red in this, and this being in the nursery, it just reminds me of a joke from King of the Hill, where Peggy got into an argument with another woman about how best to raise, like, newborn babies and stuff like that, and the other lady decorated a room for the newborn, and it was filled with the colors, like, black, white, and red, with, like, very stark, contrasting colors, like clowns in the corner, like everything had those colors. And she says, studies show that these colors, like white, red, and black, are very helpful for a newborn being able to see them and recognize things. And Peggy just goes, huh, I wonder if that's why the Nazis chose those colors. God, it was such like, it was so sudden. It was very funny. We can't go to the commissary. That would keep us going, but we haven't done the coat check, and there still could be something in there. I want to do the coat check because I've been avoiding it in particular. Because I didn't know if I would get anything out of it, but it is a new room, and I just need to see. Okay, so we get to check an item. Ah. You already have an item checked here. Okay. And there's nothing else that we can do. Alright, call it a day. That was our last run, but I'm not quite done yet because I want to look over the descriptions of each of the rooms we've unlocked so far. You missed the coat check. What happened? So the coat check where, you know how when you start a new day you lose all of your items? The coat check lets you put an item in there so that, like, if you come across it again during a run, you can retrieve that item. I put the sleep mask in the coat check. Alright, let's see. Billiard room. This smoky back room featuring a pool table and fully stocked bar has served as a retreat on more than one occasion for guests lacking the social wit required for after-dinner conversation. A rather curious game of darts provided the less competitive players a unique opportunity to ponder over its unusual rules. Closet, a very modest recessed space used for storage. This particular closet is favored by the junior members of the staff who utilize it to stash away assorted articles and knickknacks whose proper place in the estate is yet unknown to them. A dedicated storage space filled from end to end with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue and on display elsewhere in the house. Nook. A snug corner reading room which serves as a quiet, private place for guests to spend a few hours of their afternoon away from the hustle and bustle of the staff. Den. A more traditional family room, warm and inviting, so comfortable one might assume that the countless clocks surrounding the sofas are placed in a futile attempt to avoid inevitability wasting the entire day here. Pantry. A well-stocked pantry is always the true test of a large estate, and keeping Mount Holly's wide gamut of ingredients and supplies stocked has always been one of the primary priorities of the house staff. Drawing room. A social sitting room adorned wall-to-wall with artwork and drawings. An unfinished sketch of your uncle sits on an easel in the middle of the room, providing a vivid image of what were presumably his final days, depending on when the project was abandoned. Library. 2 stories of wall-to-wall books surround the reader in this room, exhibiting either a bountiful spring of knowledge or typical interior design sensibilities of the wealthy. A few books have been withdrawn from the shelves and placed on rostrum stands in various corners of the library. Utility closet. One benefit of the restoration of old buildings is that it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within were set up when gas-powered lighting was retired and replaced by a more fashionable home electrical system. And then you have the security room, a control room with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment, inventory system, and access control via an electronic computer terminal. This room is where the estate's patrol guard kicks up their feet and thank their stars they're living in a modern era. Coat check. A cloakroom where guests may leave their coats, bags, or hats in exchange for a claim ticket. This floor plan was usually drafted adjoining the entrance hall during larger social events such as a ball or gala. Mailroom. A dedicated mailing room in which incoming and outgoing post and packages are sorted and then delivered within the estate to their intended recipients. Observatory. Housing an impressively large telescope, Mount Holly's observatory is a window to a world above and beyond the clouds and sky. Though through its mirrored lens, even a novice stargazer will be able to distinctly appreciate the wonder, signs, and constellations that punctuate the tapestry of night. Conference room. In his later years, H.S. Sinclair had become withdrawn from public life and conducted all business from the comfort and privacy of home. This included the occasional board meetings, which were held in the professional setting of this room. The bedrooms, nursery, that's new. One of the few rooms you vividly remember from your visits here in your youth, though even at that time you remember feeling a little old for the activities provided here. The twin cribs found in this room might suggest that at one point in time there had been some hopeful expectations of a sudden growth of the family tree. Okay, so I was gonna say that until it mentioned it here, but the game's called Blueprints, and we're the red prints. Most likely. I mean, maybe we're not. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong. But it feels like, you know, the red prince is alluding to us, and that our mom was involved in some bank heist and stuff like that. And then this, like, there's two cribs. The game's called Blueprints, but this, like, says that the twin cribs allude to expectations of more children being born. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe there's, like, a hidden child. I don't know. Bunk room. The rustic wooden stacked bunk beds evoke the enticing promise of campfire stories and childhood adventures. This bedroom served as pillow fort and bedroom to the young Sinclair boys and has remained faithfully unchanged over the years. Okay, we got one hallway, one of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate. Corridor, a long hall with two doors at either end that had been one of your uncle's most frequently traveled rooms. Consequently, he had left strict instructions with the household staff that the doors of this corridor should never under any circumstance be locked. Passageway. A long, cramped series of unfinished passages used primarily by the servant staff to traverse the estate quickly. Secret passage. A small dead-end room, with dead-end in quotes, with an ordinary bookcase that exemplifies the best means to escape through the confinements of our world has always been through books. Green rooms, courtyard, a charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies within the privacy of the manor walls. Shops, the laundry room and the kitchen. A standard kitchenette with all the typical amenities, a stove, refrigerator, oven, and sink. The scullery is where the cooking staff prepares the daily cuisine that will be later served in the dining room. Laundry room, a standard hub of domestic toil, complete with washers, dryers, and a state-of-the-art steam-powered unit leveraging the newly installed steam ducts leading from the boiler room. Despite its innocent appearance, this inconspicuous space is rumored to launder more than just linen. Interesting. Chapel. A private sacristy, as ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Adrian angels depicted in stained glass. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. Archives. Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. These archives contain almost a century of records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family's numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. Darkroom. A darkroom dedicated to photo processing, development, and printmaking. This room is outfitted with safe lights which provide red illumination to which the photographic material is insensitive. However, due to a faulty installation, the safe lights often overload their circuit capacity and blow a fuse. Oh yeah, no problem, Sam. I'm actually stopping the stream here, so you're good. It's just in time. I just wanted to go through all of the rooms that we've collected. But yeah, this is Blueprints. I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to solving more puzzles with it. Sorry, Niru. Yeah, I'm just stopping. But it's been a good time streaming. Coming in with it. I am going to be streaming later tonight. I'm going to be doing Phasmophobia with my sister and cousin. And, you know, Sam, if you wanted to do that, you are welcome to get it and join us too. But yeah, thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate you. And I will catch y'all in... Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you winning, son? Yeah, I think so. I was about to call the stream. I'm so sorry, Awoofer. Hey everybody, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I hope that you enjoyed playing Asylum. Hey, if it helps, I'm gonna be streaming later again. Just right now I'm taking a break, but I'll be hopping on another stream later tonight and playing some Phasmo with my cousin and sister. So we were playing Blueprints. It's a puzzle game. It's a roguelike puzzle game. It's really fun. I appreciate the raid, man. Thank you. But for now, I'm gonna be popping off, so I'll catch y'all a little bit later today. Y'all have a good one. You can raid Coco Rico if I don't have anyone in mind. Yeah, I can do that since you just raided me. Well, let me do that. I just gotta pull up my channel. Alright guys, thank y'all so much for coming out. I appreciate you having you here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll catch you later in the stream tonight if you're able to make it. Bye everybody!